Hey everyone, this is Meryl. I just wanted to tell you about my experience with Violet and her team at the Pleasure Path. So I'm a 35-year-old single woman. I live just outside of Denver, and I have a pretty satisfying career in commercial real estate. I am an active Olympic weightlifter, so I have a pretty full and satisfying life. But when I came to Violet and her course, I was really struggling with online dating, been single for most of my adult life, done a lot of casual dating, but never a serious relationship. And so even though I believed there were good men out there, I was really struggling to find and attract the kind of men that I wanted. And when I couldn't find them, I was always thinking that there was something wrong with me if I would just do this one thing differently, or be skinnier, or be, not have student loan debt, or any of those external things that if I could fix those things, I would attract the right person. And then if I could actually manage to connect with someone, because I was feeling like there was something wrong with me, I spent all of my time trying to predict and respond to their needs and not be thinking about my own needs at all. And that never seemed to get me anywhere beyond a couple of dates. So in Violet's course, I started to learn to pay attention to kind of the energy that I was bringing to connecting with people and relationships, and learn to really be conscious of how I was showing up, and that how I was showing up really mattered. And I learned to connect and share and be vulnerable with other people. And there's an amazing support group in the program of incredible women who are going through similar experiences, and they're also sharing. And that really provided an opportunity for me to practice connecting and sharing. And then, the other big takeaway from the program for me was learning and understanding what my patterns were, and that as I kept repeating these cycles in online dating, that I would bring that experience to the next relationship and almost expect the same thing to happen before it even did. So learning to step back from those patterns and, change my story a little bit was a really big takeaway. And some of my wins from the program, definitely my relationship with myself has improved tremendously. I came away with a lot of good self-love practices and self-care practices, and I talk to myself so differently now, and I think people recognize that almost immediately. Everywhere I look now, I see possibility instead of kind of the story that I'm never going to get where I want to be. I see open doors everywhere, and that feels really good and powerful. Actually just got off the phone with this wonderful man that I've connected with. We've been talking for about a month now. And that's a great feeling to be connecting with him on a deeper level and getting past those stopping points or sticking points that I could never get to before. And if I had to give one piece of advice to anybody who's thinking about the program, I would just say, whatever is causing you to hesitate, you got to get past it. More than anything else, I think Violet and her team have reintroduced me to myself and my heart in a way that I didn't even know I was missing or that I wasn't connected to. And it's, it's a bittersweet feeling, because I'm so happy to be reconnected to that, but I'm also painfully aware that I was missing that for so long and I didn't need to be. So if you're hesitating at all, just pick up the phone, get on the call, and get to work, because it's so worth it. It's definitely a very meaningful experience for me in my life, and I think I'm just getting started, and there's so much more wonderful experiences ahead of me. So thank you to Violet and her team. Really appreciate the work you guys do. Thanks.